What's up guys, thank you for watching another video. So right now we're actually in my garage with my F8 M3 in the background, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to change the oil on this car. So if you don't know how to do that already and it's your first time, stay tuned and I'll show you how. Before we begin, I'm gonna show you guys what you actually need in order to do this whole process. So if you don't already, you're gonna need a creeper so you can get under the car pretty easily without having to lay down on your back. You're gonna need a couple rags. I just brought one just to show you guys. Some gloves so you don't get your hands dirty. An oil filter tool. This car actually requires a different tool, but I'm gonna be using this because I couldn't get the tool in time. You're gonna need a 3/8 ratchet with a 17mm socket on it. A small pick tool. The oil, obviously. This car actually takes 6.5 liters of oil. Usually you'll see oil in quarts, but these are in liters. So each one is a liter, and I have 7 of them, which I'm only gonna be using about 6.5. You're gonna need your oil filter, which is right here. You're gonna need a couple jack stands for when you lift your car, and also the jack. You'll also need a funnel to pour your oil in, and an oil pan for when you're draining your oil. So let me set you guys up, get this car lifted, and we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, now that we got the car lifted and the jack stands set underneath, first things first, we got to put on our gloves. Alright guys, what you're going to want to do now is get your 17mm socket and take off this bolt that's right here. There's an opening right here specifically to drain the oil. As you're taking the bolt out, just make sure you're keeping pressure on the bolt, just so when the oil comes out, it won't just spill everywhere. It won't push out the bolt and spill. And it's as easy as that. Take out your bolt so you can change the crush washer that's on here. That should come with your new oil filter kit. This is the reason why you put gloves on. So we're just gonna let that drain right there and go on top of the car. I usually like taking out the oil filler cap just so it can relieve some pressure. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it did. Just set that aside. Now we need to take off the oil filter cap, which is right here. And for that, I'm gonna use this. I forgot to mention, you're gonna need a lot of towels. For this, I'm just gonna use paper towels. Now, you just wanna set it all around, just so when you take off the oil filter cap, it doesn't spill everywhere. Now I'm gonna set this towel on it. And loosen. Now that we got it loose, you could just loosen the rest by hand. Be careful when taking it off, because there's a lot of oil in there. Let it drip as much as it can inside, and just flip it and carry it out. As you can see, or I hope you guys can see, there's a lot of oil left in there. What you're going to want to do is just grab these towels and just let it soak up all that oil, all that old oil. But be careful when pulling it out, because it will drip everywhere. Just carefully pull it out. Toss that in the trash. And just keep doing that until you get most of the oil out of there. Now, as you guys can see, it's mostly clean. That's still draining down there. So we are going to go ahead and change out the oil filter. So now we're going to change out the oil filter and these O-rings that are on the oil filter cap. And also the crush washer that comes on this bolt. First, open up your oil filter, your new one. And here are the new O-rings and the crush washer. First, I'll do the bolt. I'm just going to clean it up. Take this crush washer out. Clean it up a bit, make sure to get all the oil off of it, and get your new crush washer, just slap it on. So that's ready to be put back on when the oil is drained. Now you get your cap and you just pop off your oil filter. So it's as easy as that. I'm gonna drain all the oil left out of it. Just gonna give it a quick wipe down. Now just get your pick tool and pop out these old O-rings. That's one. And this is two. Slap on the new one. And just get a little bit of oil from your old filter and make sure you oil up the new O-ring, or else it can get bound up when putting it back on and it can rip the O-ring. Do the same for the little one. These are kind of annoying to put on with gloves. Get a little bit of oil, oil it up. Now get your new filter and just push it on just like that. And you're ready to put this back on. Now we can slap on the new oil filter. And that's it. Now I'm just waiting for that to fully drain out. I'll put back the drain plug, then we just gotta lower the car and throw some oil in there. So in this video I'll actually be showing you how to reset the oil service light as well in the car, because mine is on right now. I believe it comes on after every 11,000 miles, but I don't wait that long till I change my oil. I usually change it every 4,000 to 5,000 miles. But yeah, when we're all done, I'll show you guys how to reset that oil light. Alright guys, the oil is now done draining. It's just dripping a little bit, so we're ready to put back our drain plug bolt. Just gonna give this a quick little wipe. Make sure you do not drop the bolt. Tighten that back up and you're all done here. Now we can go ahead and pull this out carefully, drop the jack stands and drop the car. The boy Sammy's helping me? Yeah. Okay guys, now we're gonna pour in the oil. Alright guys, now we got the oil all in the car. Now we have to start it so it can get warmed up, and then it automatically checks the oil level for you. See, it says measurement only possible while engine is at operating temperature. So we're just gonna have to wait until the temperature goes up, and then we can finally measure the oil. While the car is warming up, we're gonna go ahead and put this old oil back into these containers so we can take it to get recycled. Alright, now that the car is at temperature, we can start the measurement. Just like that, we're all done. And it's at the maximum level. So everything's perfect. Alright, now let's reset the oil light. So we're just gonna open up the key without turning the car on. Hold this little button right here for about 10 seconds until this pops up. And then we just hold the button again to reset it. Now it says reset in progress. Now reset is successful, and that's it. You won't get an oil light anymore. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to my brother Sam for helping me out. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.